Hi, it's Jeff Mays. Every day I make a little video. It's 30 to 45 seconds usually. It's just a positive thought. It's just something that, hopefully people might look at and say, "Oh, that's nice. I like that." And to spread that little bit of positivity in the world. So I just wanted to run through tonight how long it'll probably be longer than I normally do because I'll be slower doing it on camera, but I wanted to run through what I do and show you. So if you wanted to do the same thing in your own little niche to find the market and get people attracted to you, you could do exactly the same thing, or maybe you can modify it and come back and show me how you can do it better. I would love that. Let me just show you how I do it. Every morning I get up and I do this, and every weekday morning, I should say. So it's actually 5 days a week I try to do it. So I normally, again, I'm trying to do something positive. So not that I can't think positive, but it helps to have something to start with. So the first thing I normally do is I go in here and I find a quote, and I get several thoughts every day from people. And we'll just use this one right here. It's never too late to be who you might have been. I think I've used that one before, but we'll go ahead and use it. So I'm just going to copy that, and I'm going to take it into a program I've been using. It's part of an AI, and it uses ChatGPT to make a blog post, and I can do some other things with it. I'll just show you how it works. It'll probably be easier than explaining it all. But I've got what I call the daily Success for Life blog post, and I've got some presets all set up in here so that I can do this fairly easily and not have to think about it too much. So, 5 o'clock in the morning comes early. The first thing in here, it's this program's called Groove AI. And if you decide you want to use this program, let me know. I'll send you the link for it. And I think we both get a little bit off the price if we do that. But it says here I need to hook up to my AI. So I use my account here. It's the API side of Chat GPT-4. So it's all hooked up. It's ready to go. I've got some presets that should fill in here. And on this particular one, I just use a daily one that I use Dan Kennedy's writing style for. I can look at that and see what I'm doing with his writing style. Basically, it's a direct response copywriter. Personal development seeker is who my customer is. I'm writing at a 10th grade level. We're using Dan Kennedy, and I've used my ideal client, which really I kind of keep it same all the way across. This one's 45 to 60 years old, US or Canada, 100,000 or more household income. Let's add small business owner in here. I think we don't need to. Let's not do that. I'm not really looking for a small business owner, so I won't add it. That's okay. If I had some other rules, if I had certain things I didn't want, I could write those rules in here, like don't um, look for people who follow somebody, whoever that might be. Anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply that. That will set the tone for the writing that we're going to do for the blog post. I'm going to come in here and you can do lots of different things with this optimization. I'm just going to say I want direct response because I want people to respond to it and hopefully make a comment or leave a message and say they want to talk to me. I'm going to build a blog post to start with. And what I'm going to do is you can do this several ways. There's several different blog post styles here. And you can play with that. You can figure out which one you want. Use a list, explanation and conclusion, and how to post, introduction, directions, tips, in conclusion. Let's use that today. And those are always fun. And I'm going to include the title. I'm going to include the preview snippet, and I'm going to make good use of the response bullets. So those things I'm going to add in there. And then I'm going to make the tone. And I change this. I don't really save it because I change it, seems like every day a little bit. But I want this post to be engaging. I want it to be conversational, persuasive. I want them to think our way. And I want it to be optimistic. Now, if I wanted to, I could say, okay, it's playful and serious or whatever else I want it to be. But those are the ones I kind of always do. I go into style, and I usually say I want it to be conversational, and it could pick other ones. You know, obviously you can get more deep on some of these. You know, maybe you want it metaphysical. You want something different. But anyway, I'm going to put that in there, and then I'm going to come in here and I'll say my goal is lead generation, and let's say SEO. So get some SEO stuff going on there. Okay, once I do that, I've got myself set up to make a blog post that's going to meet those requirements. I'm going to use this idea that I copied out of that post that I got, one of those positive thought posts. And I'm just going to go ahead and copy that in here and paste it. And once I do that, I'll get it cleaned up just a little bit so it's not ugly. And I'm just going to take that, not really going to tell it anything else. I'm just going to say, here's a quote, boom, go. And I'm going to let AI take over. And AI is going to write someplace around a 500-word blog post. Has something to do with it's never too late to be who you might have been, which is kind of a cool saying, cool idea. And we'll get a post, and we'll get some keywords, and we'll get some other stuff here in just a minute. It'll take it a minute or two because it just depends how busy ChatGPT is or OpenAI is right now. So as we wait for it, maybe I'll edit some of this out, but we'll let it run here until it's done generating. So now we've got the post up here. It's Unlock Your Potential is the title part of it here up here. And it's given us a blog post title, Discover Your Unleashed Potential, the Ultimate Guide to Transform Your Life After 45. You know, when I look at this, I'm pretty sure I've got a very similar one to this before, so it's kind of interesting. Preview snippet, I'm going to keep that in here. That's one of those things that I like to use for under my video when I post it into YouTube and all the other places I post. So keep that there. Then I'm just going to take my Dear Reader and I'm going to copy this over into a new, I guess you call it a Copilot over here. Just copy it over so I can edit it more easily. It's kind of hard to edit over here because it's output and this is actually an editing part. So I'm just going to take, for the sake of this video, and copy this. I'll copy up to Dear Reader. I thought I'd copy up to Dear Reader. Okay. Copy down from Dear Reader. Keep that other stuff for a few minutes. And I'll be using that for my blog post. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is I want to create some bullet points that I can use in my little video. And I try to do 6. So I'm going to ask it to write a 6-line summary. This post, keep each line to 9 words or less. Now, what I've found over time is that if I use that instruction right there, I'll get something that I can use in my Pictory program when I make the video. It'll make it easy. I don't like making things easy. So we'll just, there's my 6 lines. And I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to get my hashtags together. Right. SEO optimized hashtags. We'll use the post title from up above, but we want SEO optimized hashtags. I can't type when I'm on screen. I think that's a disease. It's going to go ahead and do that. And then I'll show you how I put it all together here. So I'm going to take my 6 things I've got here, and I'm going to take it. My video is going to have music, and it's going to have a voiceover. And the voiceover is going to be my voice. I'm going to use a program called 11 Labs IO. And I'm going to say it's just voice. I've cloned my voice in here, so it can be used at any time. I'm going to put those 6 lines here. Just going to paste them in. And then I'm going to go and grab the headline. We didn't grab that yet. And the headline will be up here. And the title. And I'll probably just, a guide to transform your life. I'll probably just leave after 45 off, because I don't know why I have to be specific about age. So we'll just say it doesn't matter. I'll paste that in there. I'll put a period where I pasted and hit return. And then I'll go ahead and do my instruction here. Now, when I do that, I'm going to have a voice. I always use this little catch line at the bottom of all my videos. It's you can do it, you know you can. So this is going to be the narration for the video. And I'll go ahead and let this generate. It's going to take it out. So once I have that, I'll just go ahead. Normally, I'd probably go through it a couple more times and maybe change some things. It sounds a little bit better. Maybe take 57 out, put 64, since I'm 64 and I'm reinventing myself, right? Okay, we'll just leave 57. But I just download that into my download tray. So it's there when I'm ready to use it. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a program that I don't have open yet. It's called Pictory, Pictory.ai. And Pictory is the program I use to make the little videos. A really simple program to use. Again, if it's something you want to use, let me know. I'll send you the free trial, and it gets us both a little, I think, $20 off or something. So it saves a little bit over time. I just go ahead and log in. I got my Pictory window open. Wait a second for that. And I just open up. What I want to do is take script to video. You can do other things here, but that's the one I want to use. So I'm going to proceed with script to video. I'm going to go back and copy my script out of this. I'm going to go ahead and take everything, but you can do it, because that's actually kind of like the post outro type of piece to this for me. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that in there. If it doesn't paste by left clicking, you can just paste from clipboard, and then you can highlight the title, put that up here. And again, it's not, I'm just going to use Control V, and then I'll just clean this up, get that up to there. Now each one of these lines is going to become a new line, and they're going to be a different picture for each one. So all we really need to do, I usually take auto highlight out just because I don't want to highlight certain words especially, but I'll go ahead and go proceed, and it's going to automatically use pictures in there. I've got a couple of templates here I use. This one in particular is I do one by one. It fits pretty well on most social media. So we'll just let it generate. Again, these things, depending how busy it is, things can be slow and it takes a minute to generate. Going pretty fast tonight. So it's going to create a picture that they think fits with what it says. They may not think it does. The first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to branding. I'm going to go down to where this is and put my headline in there that I just had copied and pasted. And I'll kind of give it a little help here because I know the length can't be as long as what that says. Once I get the headline in there, I want to change it and I want to make it like the rest of the video. So I use the lemon yellow portion of it, and the watermark will go away once the thing's done. It's just telling you that. So now I've got to pick a picture here. I used this for the video I did today, obviously. And I'm going to go ahead and pick a different picture. I can hit a keyword in here that, let's say unleashed, and see what comes up. They'll have pictures in here that maybe fit or maybe don't fit. And then we can get a dog that's unleashed, a lot of dogs. We can choose, kind of scroll through here and get whatever. I don't really see an unleashed one I like. Maybe potential. There we go. And I try to come up with something that's, interesting, because lots of times that first screen will make a difference. So we'll use this guy right here. He looks like he's happy and going down a good trail there for the morning, so we'll use him. And then I go back up to my visuals. I go to each slide and I just look at the picture, make sure that it's something that's okay. We can change each one of these pictures. That's not a problem. Just do that same process I'll show you here. That one's okay. This one I don't really, self-reflection, positive mindset, goals, learning, and healthy. I don't like that picture. It looks like it's a, I don't know where it is. I'm just going to pick one here. Let's call it growth. And if I wanted to put self-growth, I might even get different pictures. So let's do that. Self-growth. And that's going to give me some other pictures. You know, this little kid's kind of cute. I think let's just put him in there. All I do is click on it. Little kid comes in. If he's not quite squared up, we can square him up in there by moving him. And then we'll go to the next slide. Implement these steps to achieve personal. I guess that's okay. It's not, I could look for something else. Learn from the man who reinvented himself at 57. Well, he looks like a guy that's 57. Okay. Embrace the imperfections, seek learning opportunities, and practice gratitude daily. So you probably want something to do with gratitude for this. I don't think a croissant and a coffee, probably going to have a gratitude journal. Well, let's just take that one as an example. I don't want that long pause up front because this will go fairly quickly. So I'll just take this and I'll pull it out to about here and I'll trim the video. And that way the scene is going to look okay. Okay. Now I'll go on to the next slide. Transformative journey today, overcome self-imposed limitations. Well, I guess they're doing that. Okay, that sounds good. Now, the one thing you want to watch is some of these pictures. Maybe I'll find one here real quick. You got to watch what they are, even though AI and this program think they're okay. If you start putting people in, this one would probably be okay. It's got some girls dancing. But if they were wearing bikinis or swimming suits or, showing more skin, it might get you blocked by the AI at Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever. I think that one will be okay. We'll go ahead and use that. And then at the end, I've got the same thing going on here. I go down to branding and I go down to you can do it, you can in the outro. And I'm going to change that to lemon yellow. And then I'm going to change the video back to branding, change the video to something different because I try to find one every day that's a little bit different. It's really easy to get stuck and use the same ones over and over. But I'll use success and we'll see what it comes up with here. Oh, there we go. Got a yay. You can do it. You can. So I'll trim that a little bit too because that's kind of long in the front. We're about ready to let go of their hands. Right about there is where I'll start it, maybe a fraction of a second before. I'll trim that and say yes. And then I get into my music and my voiceover. And so you come up to audio and I'll take something, I want something kind of happy and that moves, good moving. I use, there's 2 or 3 of these on Sunday. Sunday afternoon's kind of good. I'll go ahead and apply that, and that'll be our background music. And then I'm going to come in here and upload my voice that we made that voiceover with. So I'll just go over to my download button. I'll go up to the last video that I made, the last audio I've downloaded. And I'll drag it in here. And what it's going to do now is it's going to adjust the frame so they time out right with the video. So I'm going to say it's applied to the whole video because we've got words for each slide. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to say, yes, it does cover the whole video. And when I do that, it'll then take it a minute or so, maybe longer, maybe less, to apply it. And it'll show us a preview. So once that preview is up, here we go. Discover your unleashed potential, the ultimate guide to transform your life. Age doesn't define potential, your journey can start anytime. Self-reflection, mindset, goals, learning, implement these steps to achieve Okay, so that looks pretty good. So I'll just go ahead and say, okay, it's good. I'll close that. And now I want to make that into a video that I can download and post to other places. So I'll just go download video and we'll let it download. Once this little thing comes on, you can go do other things. It'll say run in the background, as it will take a few minutes. So we'll just say go run in the background. It's running. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go into my Blogger blog and I'm going to start a new post. I'm going to go back to my Groove AI. I'm going to get my Dear Reader down, all those things that we used for our post. I probably would have changed this by now. Normally, I'd take a few minutes and just read through it, but since we're making the video, I'm not going to do that right now. So go back to Blogger. I'm going to put a few lines on top. So it's got some room for a headline and a video. And this looks pretty good. And then I'm going to go back to Groove AI. I'm going to grab that headline again, the title. And again, I'm not going to put transform your life. I'm not worried about 45. So I'm going to copy that back into my, whoops, I grabbed the wrong, back into my blog. That's going to be my title of the blog, paste. I'm going to do two things here. I'm going to make that look a little bit better as it is a title. So I'm going to take it into major heading, and then I'm going to come over here and line it up centered. I think centered looks better. Okay, so we still got room for our video up here. We've got our blog post. I probably want to go ahead and set normally I set my hashtags down here just so I've got them. So I'm going to go grab those real quick. I can use the copy here since I'm taking them all. I'm going to come back into my guy here and we'll put our hashtags down here so that hopefully SEO will catch them. Okay, those are in there. So next I'm going to go back now and take a look at my Pictory and see how it's doing. I kind of put these in order usually, just for my own sake. My tabs. But Pictory should have that done now. It says video generated. I don't think that one's generated. Let's go projects. It's asking me something. Yeah, I would refer people to Pictory. Discover and unleash. Okay, so we're going to just go here and go download. We'll download this as MP4 video. And so it's up here in our download tray. It's working on that. And now I'm going to go over to YouTube. I'm going to go into my creator space on YouTube, my channel, and I'm going to create a new video. So I'm going to take that little video that we just made, and I'm going to pull it down here, and I drag it into here. And hopefully that's the right one. Discover your unleashed. Is that the one we just did? I think it is. Let's go back and make sure. Discover it sure is. That's good. So I'm going to go copy that. This thing is you probably can't see it, but my little instruction line here keeps popping up. I'm gonna go back into my YouTube. I want the full length here, paste. And then lately it's been saying I need to put a hashtag up above. So I've been just putting personal growth on the line. I'm not sure if that's something new in YouTube that you need to have a hashtag up top. Maybe it is. I'm just going to do it since it tells me to. I'm going to go back up and grab that snippet now. We talked about the little snippet before, and the snippet's a perfect thing to stick in there and get the, my mouse is arguing with me tonight. But get the thing here and we'll just copy and paste that into our YouTube. That's going to tell the reader what that's about, or the watcher. Then I'm going to go grab hashtags. I've been putting links to my post to my blog in here. Somebody knows a better way to do that, to get people to come to your blog, I'd be happy to learn it. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm just keep trying things till they work, right? So I just added, so we'll go Control V, add my hashtags. Now, if you do this and you grab these real quick, it'll help get your uh, hashtags to work better. Just go through and set each one. They should all be here. I'm not going to use life after anyway, because that's not something that I kept. So there we go. Sometimes these won't be here. If they're not here, you take a choice and just say, I don't know if I want it or not. I'll go ahead and leave wellness focus. Embrace change. You got to set red the last letter of the word, or it won't pull it. So get that set in there. Midlife transformation mode. Set keyword for that. Right here, personal growth. There is one. Okay. So now I've got that part of it done. I'm going to go ahead and say read the blog. And I'm going to go grab the link to my blog from Blogger. So I go down here and say permalink. Grab that little link right there and go copy. Now I think I played with this using Bitly, but most of the social medias change it to their link, so it's kind of silly to do it twice. So I go ahead and put that there. And then I'm going to use this, what I copy here, I'm going to use to post on my social media. So I'll just go ahead and paste the YouTube here, and then I'll get it back out of here. I'll grab this, I'll copy it, and that's what I'm going to use for my social media post. And then I'm going to delete this line because you don't need to refer back to it inside itself. And I'm going to go next, and next. No copyright issues. Everything we're using is public domain stuff, or we've paid for it. And you want public, I'm just going to go ahead and publish it right now. So it'll be out there. Now, if you wanted to use these links, you can, and it just would take it back. Since I'm using Blogger for my post, what I do is I come back and I now take this little add video, go back to the top, take the add video with YouTube, and grab that YouTube that we just did here and select it, and it'll bring it back in here. And then before I go and start posting all this, I want to make sure I publish my blog so that any backlinks to it get set right. If you don't do that, sometimes they'll get lost and it won't work right. So now I've got everything done in YouTube, and I've got my blog set up. And I'm going to go back over into, I've got 3 Facebook pages that I put stuff on. And I'm going to go to my first one, my Jeff Mays one. I'm just going to put this in here. It's on my mind. I'll just paste what I copied in YouTube, and it will bring in the YouTube video down here. There it is. And I'll post that. I'm going to do the same thing on the other 2 main profiles I have. I won't do it on the Mays Agency because I save that for insurance. But as soon as this changes to the next one, I can go and copy paste and put it in there. So this is my Success for Life page. And I'm going to put that in there, same thing. It gets me some consistency, but it also gets me a post on each one by doing it this way rather than sharing it. If I just shared it, it wouldn't count as a post, and then your pages get stale because they don't have new posts on them. So, my theory anyway, again, you know something more about this stuff, I'm happy to learn from you. Now the last one is my Think and Grow Rich challenge page. This is kind of an interesting page. I set it up 10 years ago or so. It's got 3,700 people following it. I've never advertised it, so it's kind of fun. But it's done that well. It's just grown. I'm going to paste it in there. I'm going to wait for it, make sure the video's there. Just scroll down, make sure it's the YouTube and not something else. And I'm going to go ahead and post that. And then I'm going to do the same thing in LinkedIn. In LinkedIn, I'm going to go, I've got two different places I post them. One is my main profile. So I just click on myself, new profile, and I'm going to add post down here. That's featured. YouTube does something, or LinkedIn does something different. So you have to kind of modify this a little bit. It's going to take and try to go to the blog. They're just doing it backwards. So it's going to try to go to the blog. And if it does that, YouTube will say, oh, you're trying to get somebody to go someplace and read it. So you need to just switch. Now, I think I just did something wrong. I'm going to switch to YouTube first. Sorry about that. Let's get YouTube first, copy. I'm going to put it right here. Because right now what it says down here is the blog, right? It says Success for Life blog. And for some reason, LinkedIn doesn't like that. So I'll paste. So now it's the first thing. I'll come down here. I'll kill this. I'll hit enter on that. And I should get the YouTube in there. And then there we go. Then read the blog is at the bottom. So I just switch spaces with them. And this will be a YouTube now. I'll go ahead and post that. Actually, I'm going to copy it because I'm going to post it one more time. And I'll have to edit it, copy, and then post. And then I'm going to go to my Success for Life company page. And I'm going to post it there too. This probably takes me about 20 to 25 minutes when I'm just doing it in the zone. It's probably going to take me a little bit longer to do it doing it this way. So I've got two copies of that. I only need one. Okay, perfect. So that's got the YouTube video. Looks like it's good to go. I'm going to go ahead and paste it, post it, paste it, all those things. The last one I do every morning is, well, sometimes I'll do Instagram. I have to do that separate. But I go into TikTok. And I didn't start doing TikTok until not that long. TikTok drives me nuts. Maybe it does you too. But I always got to log in, use Google account so it logs in. It's going to tell me I logged in. We'll see if it'll let me post tonight. Sometimes they're busy and they won't let you post. Let's see if it'll go. Looking good. So again, I'm going to drag my video from up here into there. I'm going to take where it says caption. I'm going to paste what I just did in LinkedIn for a caption. Paste. And I'm going to take out the YouTube section of that. So again, they don't like it if you reference back to YouTube. It's a competitor for them. Just delete that. And I've got it there. This is kind of cool. If I wanted to change it and put something different, I can just go ahead and put that there. The guy looks good, so I probably won't change it. And then you want to make sure you run a copyright check. It takes it about 30 seconds usually. Just make sure there's no issue. There shouldn't ever be with the programs I'm using, should never be an issue with copyright because everything's either purchased or being used properly. And then you just let it upload. Once it's uploaded, you can take a look at your pages and see what's going on. There we go. Manage your post. And there we go. Post yesterday had 253 people. That's a good thing. Okay, so one last place that we may go. I'll try Instagram tonight. Sometimes I can get into Instagram. Sometimes I do Twitter too, but Twitter, since They've got all the crazy stuff on that now. I don't seem to get much going on there. So I'll go ahead and log in with my Facebook. Gotta switch accounts because I was on my business account. It's going to do that. It's going to bring in my Instagram panel here where I can create. Turn it on. I'm going to go down here to where it says, tell you what, they just put stuff on here that allow, I guess. I'm going to go create. Sorry about that. A little picture there that I didn't expect to see. From computer. And we're going to go discover your unleashed, because that's what we used. Discover your unleashed potential. There we go. A little preview of it. And you can, again, choose your cover and trim it if you needed to. I don't have any reason to do that. Let's go next. And I'm going to go ahead and paste that stuff in the bottom again. So that's our capture. And get rid of the YouTube again. Once that's done, you could add the other stuff in here if you wanted to. I'm just going to go ahead and share, and it will go into my Instagram feed. That is pretty much the way I do things every morning, and I thought it would just be interesting if somebody wants to do the same sort of thing. You can go in there and do the same thing and get your post out there for more people to look at. And I think it's always a good thing. Let's see, if I go to my profile here and I go down to, what I'm doing here. Here's all my videos on. I don't get that many looks on here anymore. Oh, likes. I guess hearts are likes, right? It doesn't show me. Let's see how many people looked at this. Does it tell me? Yeah, it's got likes. It doesn't show the numbers. Anyway, I don't think it hurts, but on the other hand, it's probably not the one I do every day. And I don't really, seems like there's a lot of people doing funny things on Instagram and on X. So I haven't been doing it. Anyway, that was just a little video to show you how I do things every morning and what happens and how I get those little videos out. Probably, I think we're about 40 minutes into it. And it probably is a little bit less than that since I do it quickly without having to talk and think about it. And you can probably get it down to 20, 25 minutes, get a blog post, get a video, and hit all your social media at one time there. Okay, if there's any questions or you have any thoughts, let me know. If you know a better way to do any of that, certainly tell me. I'm open-minded. I kind of invented this little path, and I'm not sure it's the best path, but I'm going to go because it's working for me. Have a good one. Take care, and let's keep in touch. If you get any good ideas, post them here. That's what this group's all about. Take care.
Discover your unleashed potential, the ultimate guide to transform your life. Age doesn't define potential. Your journey can start anytime. Self-reflection, positive mindset, goals, learning, health-fueled growth. Implement these steps to achieve personal and professional transformation. Learn from the man who reinvented himself at 57. Embrace imperfections, seek learning opportunities, and practice gratitude daily. Start your transformative journey today. Overcome self-imposed limitations. You can do it, you know you can.